Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great and we are extremely happy to welcome you all for this live webinar. And today we'll be taking you through the master course, which will include SolidWorks, Siemens NX, CATIA, and all the basics needed for each and everyone to get into the CAD field. Okay. So first of all, we would like to thank you all for helping us to develop a community, and with this we had reached on an average 150 group members in our WhatsApp, and we are very happy for that. And please do support and help us like this in future also. This is one part of it. And when it comes to LinkedIn and social media, we could see on an average more than 600 participants for this particular webinar, and we are extremely happy for this. And we would also want this kind of participation for the next session also. Yeah. So you could see this is the session. We are starting with the session one, and this session will be continued for the 90 days. So where we'll be covering everything from the scratch, starting with the basics of the CAD and SolidWorks, and then we'll focus on the CATIA, and then finally we'll focus on Siemens NX. Yeah, and these particular sessions will be free of cost, and each and every one can join. So please help your colleagues and your friends to join these sessions. Yeah, and we'll also share the recording sessions if you feel some glitch or you might not able to join at a particular live stream. So we'll also share the recorded session of this, and you can take the benefit of it. And if the I could see there are a lot of participants out there. If you haven't still joined our WhatsApp community, please do join us, and please do follow us on LinkedIn. Well, so that's all about the session. I just wanted to tell about the session, and we are very happy with this. And let's get into the session and focus on today's agenda.
We are Technocraft Academy. So what we do is we provide the trainings for mechanical, computer science, EC, EEE, civil, and most of the engineering branches, as well as diploma candidates. So in this, we also deal with the public speaking and spoken English classes. Along with this, for IT candidates, we handle data analytics and also full stack development course we offer. When it comes to CAD, CAM, CAE, we handle all the tools related to these. So when it comes to CAD, we have SolidWorks, CATIA, NX, CREO, Solid Edge. Yeah. So also we handle the projects related to them. We also provide the services based on CAD as well as simulation. So as a Technocraft Academy, we are located in Belagavi, where we provide the placements for the students who are going to join our academy. The placement is 100% from our side. So we are going to take the training from our side, get the certification done. So we'll be placing them as well. Yeah. So if you have any kind of requirement or if you're looking for a job, so please kindly contact us. So the contact details will be shared shortly. Yeah. Well, so I would like to introduce myself. I'm 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐐⁴. So I'm the corporate training head here. So I'll be training on all the tools. So all the mechanical candidates may reach on these given numbers. Yeah, even for IT and computer science and civil related inquiries will be handled here. So if you want, you can call us. So we'll guide you out what needs to be done. Well, we'll see about CAD now. So what exactly is the CAD? In short, we could see the definition. CAD is computer aided design, right? So what exactly we do here? By using the software, for example, SolidWorks, CATIA, as well as Siemens NX, we create or we modify and analyze and also optimize the design by using these softwares. yeah, in short. So what exactly this CAD does right now is it eliminates the manual drafting currently and it automates everything, which will help us to improve the speed, accuracy and repeatability in creating the technical drawing or 3D models. Yeah. So what are the key benefits of CAD? Okay. In short, when it comes to the CAD, so with respect to tools, we achieve the precise and consistent design. Yeah. So we can have the faster revisions and iterations which can be done. And also, we can easily store them and share to the customers or the stakeholders in short. Okay. So with this CAD, we're going to have the design. We can simulate them, yeah, and we can even share for the manufacturing, and we can even share it for the documentation. So these are the key benefits for the CAD. Yeah. So now, when it comes to the tools which are there in the market currently, you could see we have the first and foremost the AutoCAD, which is mostly used everywhere when it comes to a normal drafting and creating the 2D draftings. Yeah. Basically, we don't use this AutoCAD tool for 3D modeling in current generation. So we all are using advanced tool like SolidWorks, you could say, and we have the Siemens and Next for all the automotive components. Key industries where exactly we use the CAD. So you could see we have the architecture, engineering, and construction. So when it comes to these things, so we gonna use it for floor designs, elevations, as well as the site layouts. Yeah, and also for building information modeling. So we use CAD tools like the AutoCAD and AutoCAD Revit, MEP, so on. Yeah. When it comes to mechanical and industrial design, so we use it for machinery parts and to make them assemblies and for tooling and also to do the analysis based on the stress, motion and when it comes to advanced simulations like the dynamic, nonlinear and linear analysis, likewise the crash, jailbreak analysis as well as NVH analysis we could consider. Yeah. When it comes to automotive and aerospace industries, so we use it for designing the complete all the components we could see when it comes to automotive. Starting from the screw nuts and bolts, we design the machines and the powertrains, engine, everything. Yeah, BMW trims, interiors, everything we design it by using the CAD tools. When it comes to electrical and PCB design, so for electrical industries, so we have the circuit layouts, housing enclosures as well. Yeah. Basically, CAD tools are the computer-aided design and drafting tools, so which will help us to create digital models and drawings, okay, on the computer screen with the help of specially developed software. Yeah. For example, we could consider SolidWorks, Siemens NX, CATIA, SolidEdge, CREO, as well as AutoCAD. Yeah. What exactly you do in the CAD tools? The first thing is we design the parts, right? So using the parametric or non-parametric features, and it should be a solid, obviously, right? And we use the feature-based tools also to design these parts. So when it comes to key features of CAD modeling softwares, so first thing is the tool should be parametric. For example, you could see the image over here, right? So you can see the dimension it is let's say assume it is 65 and here it is 70, right? So now let's assume we have designed this corner block and we have saved it. Let's say by tomorrow we might need some changes into this where I want to make the 70 mm to 50 mm or the 65 to 50. So if you have the parametric modeling into your tool or software, you can easily make the dimension changes. So I think if you consider AutoCAD, so there you cannot change the dimensions. Yeah. So for example, if you consider the parametric modeling tools, you can give examples like SolidWorks, Siemens NX, CATIA, SolidEdge, and CREO. These all are the parametric modeling tools. So one more thing is the constraints. So in constraints, we have the geometrical as well as the dimensional constraints. So when it comes to geometrical constraint, the shape, perpendicular, parallel, okay, concentric. So these all comes under geometrical constraints. So we'll see these things later in depth. Yeah, and we'll see now what are the dimensional constraints. Dimension in the sense we have the length, right, and the width. So if you consider angle, so these all comes under dimensional constraints. Diameter, radius, here, tolerances, everything will come under the dimensional constraints. Now the next one is the key feature is the solid model. Assume this is the corner block, right? Now let's consider if I need to see this as a solid model, it should have all the mechanical properties as well as the physical properties. Am I right? So if you want to define a mechanical properties for this one, what do we do? We define the stress, yeah, Young's modulus, Poisson's ratio. So these all are the mechanical properties. If you assign a material for this, so automatically the software will take the density into account. And if you design a component, if you want to make a check out of it or validate it, what we can do? So let's say your practical model is weighing 1.5 kg, and if you want to see the same here, what you need to do? You need to assign the material. Let's say steel. If you assign there, so density will be assigned. So that as a reference, it will give you the weight information inside the software. So if you were able to check the value there, it should be exactly 1.5 kg. Then you could say your design is perfect. Yeah, this is how we validate. So for that, the model should be the solid model. Very important. Yeah. So when it comes to one more key feature is the feature-based one. So there are two types. One is the sketch-based features and applied features inside the tools. What are the sketch-based features? For example, let's say you have an extrude, right? And the cut extrude, revolve. For these all the features we need to sketch. Yeah. So when it comes to applied features, likewise example the fillet, the chamfer, right? And shell. For these, we just need to define the value, right? For radius, 3 mm. For chamfer, it is just 3 mm, 4 mm again. If you define that, automatically the tool or the software will assign the applied features, likewise the fillet and the chamfer. Yeah, I hope it's clear. So we'll see now what exactly the parametric sketch is. So when you see a sketch, let's say whatever you sketch in a paper, if you would like to tell that as a parametric sketch, you should have geometrical as well as dimensional constraints to build a parametric pattern. Okay. For example, let's say I have a rectangle, only rectangle. Can I say that as a parametric sketch? No. I should have a geometrical constraint like that. At the corners, we should have the perpendicular, and for top and bottom edges, we should have the parallelism. So then that can be a rectangle. Is it a fully constrained or a fully parametric model? No. If you only have the geometrical constraints, it cannot be. You need to define the dimensions for that. Let's say I'll define 50 mm on the bottom longer length, the width. For the height, I'll define 25. Now, and I need to constrain that one for an axis 0, 0. If I specify, then that particular sketch will become fully constrained parametric sketch. Very important. Yeah. So I hope it is clear. When it comes to a geometric constraint, it will control the shape of your design, and when it comes to constraints of dimensions, it will control the size of your design. Next, the degrees of freedom. What are degrees of freedom? Assume if you keep a component in the space, yeah. So the number of possible ways that particular component can move are the degrees of freedom. So in short, it can move in all the 6 degrees. First 3 are the translation along x, y, z. Assume if you take x, it can be positive x direction, can be negative. That considers 1 degree of freedom. Similarly for y, z, and it is again the rotation along x, y, z, clockwise and anti-clockwise considered as 1 degree of freedom. Okay. So in total we have 6 degrees of freedom. Now, as I said about the geometrical constraints, so these are the few important geometrical constraints. The first one is the horizontal. Yeah. Next one is the vertical. Next is the coincident. The particular node or a grid is fixed at a particular node. Next one is the midpoint. Okay. Similarly, perpendicular, parallel, concentric, equal, and then we have the collinear, concentric, coradial, fixed, intersection, and symmetric. So these all are the geometrical constraints. Yeah. Well, next we'll see about the tool today which we are going to cover, that is the SolidWorks. So what is exactly SolidWorks is? In short, we have already seen it's just a CAD tool, 3D modeling tool, which is very popular nowadays. If you consider Indian market, I could say on an average 85 to 88% industries are using this tool. So when it comes to OEMs, they mostly prefer Siemens because it can handle large components. Even SolidWorks can handle large components, but due to some limitations, we are in the race. We will definitely reach there. Yeah. Next, as you could see, it is used in mechanical design, the product development, as well as the prototyping, and even you can do the validations out of it. You have the simulation capabilities also in this particular tool. So industries preferred, mostly the medium scale industries, the small scale industries, and also automotive, aerospace, the consumer products, and the manufacturing. Yeah. So when it comes to SolidWorks, if you are working in any of the companies or if you are an entrepreneur, if you want to purchase the SolidWorks, we have the different packages. So we have the SolidWorks Standard, Professional, and Premium. Okay. In Premium, you will get all the simulation capabilities, along with that the motion studies, and even you have the CAM facilities. Okay, SolidWorks CAM, you can use it. You can even render the model. Yeah. In Professional, you can get the key feature is the design fastness. Okay, design library you will get it, very important, and along with that you're gonna get the SolidWorks CAM standard. When it comes to standard, you will not get any of the simulation features. You don't have the design library fastness and some words features. You can use the normal designing purpose this standard package, but we would prefer to go with the Professional if you are running a medium scale industry, or if you want to do the simulations, everything, we prefer Premium. But in the Premium simulation, you can do only the static analysis along with that few advanced things. But if you want to do all the non-linear, all the simulations, you might need to go for the simulation packages. Yeah. So this is about SolidWorks. So we just got to know the a basic overview of this tool. Now we'll see about the SolidWorks user interface. Yeah. So what exactly this SolidWorks is and how the interface looks like. So I hope most of the people here or who are joining this webinar, they know about the SolidWorks. If you're completely new for this session might help you to understand the user interface. Yeah, so I'll just take a couple of minutes to just cover that. The first thing is the menu bar. You could see on the top, right? So what exactly we do here? We save the component. We open the components. We can even define a few of the advanced settings, edit preferences. Okay, we can set the views. We can extract the tools like simulation and other tools. Yeah. This is the main maneuver which is used predominantly. You can even rebuild it, you can use the search command, you can go to the help, a lot of things you can do it here. Now, when it comes to the command manager, you could see we have all the tools listed. For example, let's say if you want to design a part, so for that you can go to the features tab. So now here we have the different tabs where you can go and take the tools and do it. For example, if you want to sketch something, you can go to the sketch tab and select all the tools related to sketch. Next, we have the feature manager. So this is what you could see. This is the feature manager where you can have the configurations listed. You can have all the feature tool history. Wherever you want, you can go back and edit the features. Next is the task pane. So what exactly here we'll have? So we have the design library. We can able to have the graphics. You can assign the material, you can assign the colors, you can even extract the components from here by using the file library. So these are all advanced things you can do it here by using the task pane. So next one is the design library. So most predominantly used if you are going to work on the assemblies. So we have all the fastness available which are there in the market. So you can simply drag and drop it to save your time. So very important features. Next is the heads up view toolbar. So why this is used? You could already see there are lots of heads up tools. The first one is the zoom to area. We can even have the section view. Then we can have the all the default views. You can switch it there. You can hide and show the features or tools or geometry constraints, I could say, and you can assign the background. So you can even turn on and turn off the graphical views, so shadows, a lot of things you can do it here. So we'll see these all things in the live session. Next thing is this one. So the graphics area. See, this is the graphics area. So what exactly we do here? So we take the component, we do all the activities starting from the design, creating the assembly, drafting, we do everything here and we save the part. So this is what we do here. Next thing is customizing your user interface. So you could see when you are working on the tool, if you want to use the SolidWorks very predominantly and professionally, better use these all the settings what I'm going to propose you here. So let's say there's one option in the system options, that is the enable on-screen numeric input and auto rotate view. These are the most predominant things you should activate. I'll show that how do we do that. Next thing is the unit system. So you can even customize as per your need, but by default we use millimeter, gram, seconds. And next is the keyboard shortcuts and mouse gestures, and the shortcut bar you can customize it. I'll show that. You could even see I have a few shortcuts. Keyboard, I for isometric and for normal to view. So N for normal to view, Q for insert sketch, T for trim, and C for circle, L for line, D for dimension, smart dimension have it. So likewise you can even customize the theme at the back end, and you can even have the black to white theme also, or white to black theme also. Now we'll have a look on these all things. Let me just directly jump to the software and show you. Okay, so this is how the user interface looks like, guys. So if you open for the first time, this is how it is. So if you want to get into your user interface, so any of the workbench, you need to press Ctrl N. control and if you press it, so you're gonna have the part, assembly and drafting templates. Yeah. So now, let's say I would like to work on the part. I can directly select this one and click OK. So if you do that, this is how your user interface looks like. You can see. Yeah. So first of all, this is your default front plane, top plane, and the right plane. Yeah. And as I told, this is the feature manager tree. This is the command manager, right? These are the it's a view tools, and these are the tasks pane, yeah? And these are the settings here. Let's start with the basic design. Okay. Before that, I would like to even customize the user interface also. So let me switch to the sketch tab. Yeah. So here you could see we have the sketch, right? So you can use the sketch and 3D sketch option in the drop down, but by default it will be having the sketch. So what you can do here is you can just click on this. If you do that, automatically it will give you all the 3 standard planes: the front, the top, and the right. So where you would like to sketch, you can select that plane. Let's say this one. So if you select this, you could see automatically that particular plane is exactly on the normal to view. I'll exit the workbench. You can see, you can just click on this. Okay. Now it is, I'm outside. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll set it to isometric here. And now if I hover, this is the front, top, and right. Now, if you want to see all the planes, you can activate this one. This will show you all the default planes which I have. Okay. So now, very important thing here in the settings, if you go. So as I said, if you go to the sketch, there is an option auto rotate view normal to sketch plane is already active. You can check once from your side. If it is active, your screen will be like this. As you, I'll uncheck this now. I'll click OK, and I'll try to sketch on this. I'll click on sketch. It won't orient actually. Okay. If you have this sketch unchecked, yeah, and if you have this auto rotate view normal to sketch creation and edit, then only it will rotate. But somehow due to software glitch, it is rotating, but ideally it won't rotate. So for that, you should check this option, important. One more thing is enable on-screen numeric input. Now, as you, what I'll do is I'm trying to sketch on this, right? You can simply right click on it and we can just go to normal to view. So for that you can press space bar and we can select this icon, normal to view. Control 8 is a shortcut. Yeah. This is for the first time I'm just showing these all things, but I would like to show you all the shortcuts. Yeah. So now this is the front line, right? So what I will do now is I'll just hide this all the planes at the moment because I'm working on the front plane. I got to know that. I'll use the line tool. The shortcut is L. You can just click on this or else you can press L. I'm just creating a sketch. And you could see I'm just dragging it. There is no on-screen numeric input, right? I don't know how much I need to have it. So for that, what I would like to do is, let's say it should automatically show me the length of it. You could see the unit system here in the drop down. If you go to this edit document settings, automatically you'll be having all the unit system listed. You can even customize it as per your need. Let's instead of mm, I can go for the meters, inches, feet, everything. But right now I'd like to keep it as mmgs. So by default, for me this thing. So cross verify before jumping into the designing. So for me this mmgs. Now, as I said, I would like to have the on-screen numeric input into account. So for that, what I'll do is I'll go to the again settings. So in the settings, you go to the sketch, and then I'll activate this on-screen numeric input. create dimension only on when value is entered. So if I enter the value, then only it should have the dimension considered, or it should not. Now let's try. Now this time I'll press shortcut L is for activating the line tool. You could see it is activated, right? And now what I'll do is I'll simply draw a line from here, likewise here, and I'll continue like this. Yes, and then I would like to have one line like this, and finally try to close this. Okay, you could see it is showing the closed one, it is indicating a gray color, right? So while I was drawing, assume you could see there was an indication, right? It shows the value 23.8. If I press value now 25 and enter, it will be exactly 25. The dimension is already taken, right? If you don't enter, it won't take in shot. This particular model what I have designed here, I'll just delete this, is not fully constrained. You could see it is showing under defined, right? Now how do I fully define this? That is very important. This line, you could see this is exactly horizontal. For that it is showing black. It is this line, only this line is fully defined. Now if I select this point and drag, it is not defined. So for that I need to assign the dimensional constraints, right? Let's start doing that first. So what I will do is I'll just assign a relation for this. Assume I would like to have this as vertical line. Just click on this. Now here you have the quick access tool. From here you can assign the vertical, or else you have the access here also. You can see vertical it is showing, you can assign the vertical for this. By default, software is intelligent, it is showing you can assign the vertical for that. Yeah, I just click on this. You could see the shape got completely changed. What you can do is you can simply drag it accordingly again. Yeah. So now you can even drag your sketch however you want. I would like to drag this down, and yeah, like this. As in this is a sketch. Now I would like to have the dimension constraints. For that I'll go and activate the smart dimension. Yeah, and I'll just click on this here and assign it as, assume it as 29, so I'd like to take it as 30. Yeah, and now this line is still underdefined. It should be fully defined, right? For that, this is the issue. You can see this line is still moving from the origin. There is no dimension assigned. So what I'll do now, I'll go to smart dimension. I'll assign the dimension from here to here. Yeah. So now I'll define the dimension as 65 for this. I could see this line and this line is fully defined now, but still the whole sketch is underdefined, right? So now I would like to have the dimension for this versus this. I would like to define an angle of 135. Yeah. So in this is the angle now, but still this is moving and there is no relation with this line to this line. I would like to assign it now. What you can do is you can hold the control, you can select these two at a time, and is it showing anything? I think it's selected. Multiple point also it got selected. Again press escape, hold the control, select this line plus this line. And now if you release, it has the parallel option. I would like to have it. Now still this line is still moving, and again this is also moving. So I need to define the vertical dimension as well as this dimension. So again activate the dimension. So before doing that, I would like to show you how you can set up your shortcuts. So let's do that. Okay. What you can do is you can go to customize from this drop down. Assume, okay. And the shortcut bar. So you could see this is the sketch shortcut tools. So you can customize it. So what I will do now is whatever I need, I will keep it. So now if you search here for the sketch, E, and it will activate the sketch, and these all are the related tools. You can have it here. Yeah. So assume I would like to have here, yeah. dynamic mirror. I'll drag and drop it. You can see I can have it. I don't want this art here. I don't want circles. Circle, I'm going to customize it. Smart dimension also I don't want to have it. Sketch, not needed. Okay. Assume this much is sufficient for me. So if you want, you can add a few more. Assume I want to have the ellipse, so I'll just place it here. Okay. Assume these are the required tools. Similarly, you can customize it for the part assembly. You can do that, but right now this is what I just showed you. You can just go ahead with the keyboard shortcuts important. So here, what I'll do is I'll assign the keyboard shortcuts for dimension. So I'm entering the dimensions again and again, right? I'll just search for the dimension. It's smart dimension here. So this should be activated if I press T, not Shift T, just T. I'll just assign. So it is showing these already assigned to something else, but I would like to have the D as smart dimension. So I have overridden that particular setting. Similarly, for isometric view, I would like to have, along with this, I would like to have I. So I is assigned to something else, but I would like to have it here also. And then normal to view, very important. So every time I would like to have the normal to view for this N. Yeah, not Shift N, only N is sufficient for me. Yeah. So similarly, circle. Okay, center circle, CIRCLE if you search. In the circle, I'll press C for this. And similarly for trimming, trim. This is the one I would like to have, not E, I would like to have it as T. Trim is done. So what else? Yeah, very important thing is insert sketch. For inserting and exiting the sketch, I feel going at the corner and pressing that is quite difficult. So just use Q as a shortcut for this. Okay. And similarly for mouse gestures, you can customize it. You can have 8 gestures and 4 gestures. But yeah, let it have it like this. But if you want to customize it, you can do that. Guys, so just simply click OK. Now let's see. Now I would like to have D for dimension and press D. Now you can see smart dimension is activated, right? So now from this to this line, I would like to have a dimension of 50. I'll just have it. And similarly, from here to here, I would like to have it as 35. Yeah. Now you could see the indication shows fully defined. There is the sketch is completely fully defined now. There is nothing which can move independently. Yeah. Now you can see the sketch. I can move it like this. If you want to have it to normal view, you just press and okay, it will take you to the normal view. Just exit the workbench. This is again. I'll show you one more time. I'll just click on the sketch. I'll edit the sketch. If you want to come out of the sketch, you press Q. It will come out. Right. Now again, if you just select the sketch and press Q, it will go inside and try to edit the sketch. Coming out is the same. So editing and coming out of the sketch for both, I have a single tool now. Okay, I'll just select this one and I would like to use the features. So shortcut is you can just click on the sketch. Just show the sketch. A minute. Okay, I think I hidden everything. So from here I can hide this. I don't know what's the color. I could see if I just click on the sketch, it gives me this 3D connect directly. You can use this one, you can extend the model also like this. Very important feature. You can see the dimension scale also, right? You can assign the dimension. Let's say I would like to have it as 20. Keep it. Yeah. Now assume this model is ready now. I would like to assign the color for this. You can even do it, you can even assign the background, like have it completely white. You could see. This is how it is. Yeah, and then let's say if you want to assign the material for this, you can just go to metallic. You can drag and drop any of the material for this for complete part. See, now what I would like to do is I would like to make the modifications to the dimension. So you can directly activate the strain numeric input, and then you can make the changes. Let's say I would like to have it as 60. Okay, you can change it and click OK. So it will be changed, and you could see there is a rebuild is needed. You need to update this. You can click on this icon. Yeah. So similarly, you can make the modifications. Now, when it comes to I, this is for normal to view, N is for normal to view. It is not assigned at anything. Let us cross verify that. So the keyboard shortcuts. Normal to view. Just type normal to view. Sorry, this is click here. Normal to view is this one here. So I'm going to remove this, and here along with this I would like to have N, not shift N, only N is sufficient for me. Click OK. If I press N, see, rotate, again press N, it will take you to the nearest possible view. Yeah, very important. So you can even save this file. You can go to file and save, but I don't want to save this at the moment. Let me show you what all things you can do. So I'll just simply press Q again. Come into the editing mode. I would like to remove everything. You can use trim. So just power trim is active. I just eliminated everything. Right? I would like to have circle. C for circle shortcut. I'm using all the shortcut guys here now. So now these two circles, and for L for line. You could see I can even hover on this. Automatically it will take the dimensions, right? And then here also, if you just hover on this one, you can see dimensions has been taken. So you can press escape. Similarly, here also I'll do the same. Press again and then drag it. Just hover on this. Just move a bit. When you get the concentrics involved plus tangency, just click OK. So it will have both now. Press escape. Now use trim again. I don't want these centers. I would like to have a slot. Just take this one. Just have these 2 points as a reference. You can define the dimension 12. Yeah, this is how it is. Once it is done, you can exit. Q is the shortcut for me. That's how it is. Yeah, this is how you can play with all the shortcuts, and you can design your components. Yeah. So this is clear, right? And if you want to save this one, you can just go to File and sorry, you can just activate this. You can pin this one here directly. You can just keep it as it is. Control S is the shortcut. You can just save wherever you want. I would like to save this one on the desktop. Let's save it as best. Okay, let's save this. Yeah. So now if you want to open that part, you can even use this file explorer. If you go to desktop, you have the test here, right? And I can even drag and drop it again. So if you want, it is asking, are you trying to make this as right? I don't want to say no. So again, this part is here. So if I just close a new part, if I open, so there's nothing here, right? Try to drag and drop it this one here. No. See, this one is like this. You can use the file explorer. Yeah. So if you want to take the section view, you can even try this. You can even flip the views, and you can see the section view of this model. Yeah. And then this tool will help you to have the different types of views. Okay, shaded with all the lines only, with hidden lines. Yeah, with this one shaded with edges. Now when it comes to background, you can have it This is about the real view graphics. You can turn it off if you want, like this. So this is how you can just customize your graphics. And sometimes you might not get the graphics because I'm using the NVIDIA Quadro graphics card, so I'm having this real-view graphics. If you don't have it, you might not have this all the graphics presentation. So if you want to customize that, even if you don't have the graphics, I think this particular channel, what you are seeing now, if you go and check, you might have a video to customize your graphics. You can just see and just customize it. Yeah, that you just need to go to the settings and then switch to this. Here you have the dark mode. Okay, you just click OK. The dark mode is active for you. If you want, you can even work on the white background. This is how you can just switch the backgrounds. Yeah, I think we have covered introduction to CAD, menu bars, command manager, features, task pane, and then we have seen heads of view tools, graphics area, the options, unit how we need to set up, customizing the user interface, okay, setting up the shortcuts. We have seen the SolidWorks add-ins. I'll just show it right away, and then we had seen the SolidWorks background themes, how we can customize it. Yeah. And let me just quickly show you the add-ons. If you go here, this is the SolidWorks add-on. These all are the things. So let's say I'm using the SolidWorks Premium tool. So I have the SolidWorks Simulation, SolidWorks Motion, SolidWorks. In this also I'm having the Premium Professional as well as SolidWorks Premium. Yeah, this is the CAD Premium, which I have the SolidWorks Simulation Standard to it. So if you want to again see this one here also, you can have it. So you can turn on this, so Composer is active. You can uncheck these all because it might slow down your system. You turn it on, so whenever it is needed, you can come back and activate these all the add-ons whenever you want to use it. Yeah, this is about the add-ons, guys. I hope this is clear.
Thank you all for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed the session, and we are extremely sorry for the issues which has happened due to the internet connection. So next time we'll take care of it. Yeah, so we'll see you in the next session. Bye everyone.